My name is Mark Dominic Gonzalez. This is video 5 of, I made vids about this, long vids about this, torture. And again, I've showed these, um, this is outlining, these were refused. This is Today Show, and it was just refused. And there's no, this was refused, no New York markings, just refused. And this one was also refused. Refused. And that was, obviously you can see that. That's Good Morning America. There is no markings that even made it to New York, and I paid for it to go to New York to get an electronic signature. And the clerk at the post office says, no, get an electronic signature. It's like only $2 because I couldn't afford it. But she said, no, they'll get it. Just $2, and then they'll you can track it on the internet. So then I ended up getting it, but then it never even made it to New York. But this outlines not only the communist business laws, because I have a whole thing, and obviously if you read my videos, I'm outlining what communist business laws are, what fascist business laws are. They create a divide, they create a poor system, and they create financial slavery. And I think what Wendy Davis is calling it, and Marianne Williamson, they're calling it predatory capitalism, predatory lending. It's where they're preying on the poor in order to make them financial slaves. But anyway, both of these lists are dealing with that, but they're also dealing with my medical situation. I have my Dr. Hartman incident on here. I have the blinding that was happening on my aunt's computer. Remember, anytime I am looking for something that protects me or some law, it'll just fuzz. I mean, it's technology. I'm curious, does Snowden know anything about that? Does he know what techniques would be used to cause somebody blinding to where they can't find information and that kind of thing? He's somebody to ask those questions because he'll tell the truth. Remember, how many Snowdens right now does the NSA employ? Who knows? But we as citizens need to know we're paying taxes for those people because that has to, is it coming from the machine or is it coming from somebody monitoring somebody and then causing a color difference and a blinding or that kind of thing? What is the technology? What is it? I don't know. But again, this is an example of example of extreme government intrusion, preventing me from getting my information that protects me as a citizen from harm to a news source. And I don't even know if anybody ever reads my anything, because nobody ever looks at my videos. I just make them. They're for the public, but there's never a hit. So I don't know if it's only my oppressor looking at the harm that's come for me so they can get an alibi and try to delete and destroy material. I'm just hoping that they'll get caught doing that. And all I can do is I'm still alive. You know, I've lived through poisonings and everything. And that's another thing. Snowden alluded to, he was afraid of being poisoned. So what does he know about that? Is he afraid because it's in the movies afraid? Is he afraid because he read in articles? I've read articles about CIA and intelligence communities poisoning people. So, and it's also historical, obviously. People do that. So my thing is, but he has a real fear of it. So what is the tactic? What's the poison? Is it made in America? Are they importing it from another country? What's his knowledge of that to have a real fear of it? Because I've been poisoned. But the medical community wouldn't give me advanced blood tests when I'm trying to say, wait a minute, what's in my bloodstream? What could cause that? Why does it have a life of 8 hours and then it just goes back to normal? That means I'm ingesting something to cause that. I said this also to Dr. Rhodes at my emergency room visit. She's the only one who cared about me, as far as I'm concerned, that I felt cared about me as the doctor. I felt she had actual concern about my well-being. And some of the attendants were nice to me, but as far as the doctor, I got good vibes that she actually cared. But I said I was at an emergency room and this, briefly, but then they wanted to walk out of the room. It's like the other doctor doesn't want to deal with me saying what's harm to me, what I need medical attention.